So in this video, I'm going to review the webinar or masterclass for Purpose to Service Academy, and this is a membership program hosted by Alisha Robertson. And I first found out about her when I wanted to start my YouTube channel back in April 2020. And I was researching probably a few months before that, looking to see where there's a space for more variety style content on a YouTube channel and how it can be successful versus niching down your channel to one topic and then not being able to really branch out too far from that topic unless your subscribers like you for who you are and you are able to have that type of freedom. So I found a video on one of her older channels. She doesn't upload there anymore, but I will still link that video in the description, and it talked about being a multi-passionate person and how you can kind of still explore different ideas and topics but around one general theme and make it make sense by always bringing it back to that core theme. So that is how I structured my channel, and I kind of refined it to talk to a specific person and not really to a specific topic. So on my channel I talk about social media marketing with a focus on YouTube at the moment. I talk about business and investment, and then also I do reviews on courses and coaching and other products to help with the entrepreneurial journey. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can click subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, the one thing that I would say that first resonated with me when it comes to Alisha Robertson is that she talked about entrepreneurship, and this is way before I even started my journey in trying to make money online and have an online business. But she talked about, being able to do all these things, and that was about 2 or 3 years ago. So it really spoke to the multi-passionate person that I am. However, since then, it was called Living Over Existing was her membership platform, and it has since changed and evolved since then, and it's a little bit away from where I am at this point in time. I am getting into the idea of focusing on one thing at one time, but it is not geared towards a service per se. And this is how she has now changed her membership. So before, it would have been about all types of online businesses, whether you're selling physical products, digital products, a service, or some sort of consulting or coaching. But now she has narrowed it down to only service-based businesses. So before, when I would have been a bit more inclined to join her membership group, it is not really a good fit for me, and that's why I may not join this group until I am myself providing some sort of service and not just a product. So her webinar was good. Her webinar was good. I'm going to go through the main points and takeaways, and I will also give a brief description down below. So her whole webinar was geared around coming up with the framework for your service-based business, right? She is very keen on having a proven and repeatable process that you can take your clients through step by step so that they can achieve the desired results. In the webinar, she goes through the benefits of having such a framework. So these benefits include helping you stand out in a crowded niche or industry. It makes working and prepping for clients 10 times easier. It shows your future clients the exact steps or path they need to take to achieve these desired results. And it serves as your foundation for your service or for your offer. So in the webinar, she goes through these 3 steps or 3 questions that you want to ask yourself. So the first question is, where is your audience right now? So this would be specifying their particular pain point. And where do they want to be, which will be specifying the transformation that they desire. The second thing that you want to ask yourself is, what are the next 3 to 6 steps that your client needs to take, or that you as the coach or consultant need to walk your client through so that they can achieve the desired result. Now within this second step comes the third step, and you're going to now break down each of the 6 steps using these points. So first you're going to start with the step itself, then you're going to talk about what is your audience experiencing, or what are the hurdles that they need to overcome. Then you're going to look at what is the goal that they need to achieve at the end of this step. What are the actions that they need to take in order to complete this step. And then you'll want to put in additional resources to help them with this particular step. That could be a course or an ebook, a guide, some sort of audio file, video file, anything that would help them, any resource, books, anything that will help them get through this step. And you're going to do that for every step, which comprises your framework, which is the basis of your signature offer or service, right? And she also went through in the webinar some points on branding and how it is you would effectively market your service online. So what you're going to do is, after you have developed this framework, you will now create content around this framework. You can also center your interviews or your speaking engagements or any guest appearances on people's podcasts or any collaborative efforts that you may be a part of. You can center everything around the framework. And lastly, you can illustrate your framework and have that as the focus of your sales page when it is customers or potential customers are ready to buy from you. So those were the main things covered in her webinar, and this was her top of the funnel for the Purpose to Service Academy. And it is a monthly membership. I believe she has payment options where you pay per quarter. You can get more information if you visit her website. And if you are into creating a service-based business, then her program is directly tailored towards that, and it is tailored towards people who are already in business. It is not really for new entrepreneurs who are just trying to validate their business idea, but for people who have made some sales, have a business running for about 9 months, and she vets her customers so that you could have the best experience with her, and that's why I know that it wasn't for me, and that why she's probably one of the more trustworthy coaches or course creators out there, because she doesn't mismarket her program, and she filters out who it really is for and who it is not for. So if it's something that you think you'll be interested in, you can listen into her podcast, which is Purpose to Service, and by Alisha Robertson. You can find it on all the podcast apps that are out there. And if you're not much of a listener and you wanna watch some videos, she has the video version of her podcast on her channel. I will link that down below in the description. And of course, if you are a reader, you can subscribe to her newsletter. She sends out emails like every week, and you could get a feel for who she is and if it's somebody that you'd want to work with. I think that based on her webinar, there was good value in it. I had about a page full worth of notes, and I believe she is selling the webinar for I can't remember the exact price. I might look it up and put it on the screen. I want to say $47, but I could be wrong. And like I said, that is a good insight into how she teaches, and if your learning style will be compatible with her teaching style, if you understand what I'm saying. Because I do have a lot more reviews on both free and paid courses on this channel, and it really depends on the type of person that you are and how good you are at implementing the information that is given to you. I believe a lot of people can have success, but it is based on largely how you are as a person, and how much you take direction versus not. So I recommend her. I think I will invest in her course probably 3 years in the future, or maybe 2 years in the future, if I decide to go down the route of providing a service. Right now I am in some paid programs, but I have not reviewed any paid programs on my channel as yet, because I want the required time to pass, because things don't happen overnight. So for some of them I would wait until a year, for some of them maybe a quarter, or maybe half a year, 6 months. It depends. But when you do see me drop those reviews of paid programs, it would have been because I've been in there for a while, I've implemented the things, I have the evidence of what it did, the analytics in terms of my YouTube channel or my social media or my online business itself, and it will be an honest review as I do here on my channel. So this was a free masterclass or webinar. If you are interested in seeing more reviews on these free webinars and masterclasses, I have them in this playlist here, and I'll see you in my next video.